Look, it's 23rd MAB and we home, man. Let's cook. Hey, man, look, so today we got us a new impressive video. Y'all know I love me some impressive. That's my baby. That's my future wife, low key. Anyway, let's get straight to this video. We got impressive breaking down the whole Drake and Kendrick situation. I love hearing her perspective because she does amazing breakdowns. If you haven't seen her channel yet, go ahead and check it out. Like button, sub button. Let's get straight to the cooking. Let's go.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. This feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake is probably the most diabolical thing I've seen in music right now. I mean, this right here is a whole lot to process and unpack. I mean, you have Drake accusing Kendrick of putting the pause on his fiance Whitney, and then you have Kendrick accusing Drake of hiding another child and also being a predator. I mean, this is too much. This is way too much, and Kendrick is not to be played with. And I always knew he was a beast, but he's a whole boogeyman. Let's be real. Like, nobody should ever want to get into a rap battle with Kendrick because this man is the boogeyman for real. This man literally dropped 3 diss tracks back to back over the weekend, and Drake tried to respond, but he couldn't even let Drake have his moment. He has his foot on Drake's neck and he ain't letting up. It's getting to the point where it's dangerous. These two should never be in the same vicinity because there will be some bloodshed. And I definitely don't want that to happen. I don't want another major sacrifice of a big rapper. So I don't want that to happen, but things are getting sticky. And Kendrick is doing what I knew he would do. He was sitting on information about Drake, and Drake made the foolish decision to respond to him. And now Kung Fu Kenny is kicking the wind out of this man. It's really sad to watch, honestly. But if these allegations are true about Drake, he has way more to worry about than this rap battle with Kendrick.
He sure do.
If accusers start coming out, then it's over for him, honestly. Now I'm gonna.
I really think that people tried to come out before. He just paid them behind the scenes. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. Y'all don't think people try to expose these type of people, but when you have they so many connections when it comes to the industry and the top-notch lawyers, none of these cases get to see the light of day. It gets settled behind the scene. You get a quick $5 million. It's nothing to him. He'll go do 2 more shows and make that back in no time. So him giving away $5 million to shut somebody up is light work. Instead of him losing his whole career over an allegation or something that might have happened in the past. So he'll just pay it off. So
we fill some people in who haven't been keeping up.
It's unfortunate.
Kendrick and Drake have been going at it for the past several weeks, and their feud really stems back 10 years, over 10 years. Kendrick wanted to stir up some friendly competition in hip hop, so he name dropped Drake and several of his other peers in his Control verse, and the rappers he named respected it, and some of them even responded. However, Drake was in his feelings about it. He was like the only one who seemed really pressed about it, and he's been taking shots and throwing subs at Kendrick ever since. Kendrick has also been throwing subs. I mean, the two of them have been going at it for a good 10 years now, and they've also been competing for that #1 spot in hip hop. But their feud ignited in a major way when Kendrick came at Drake in the song Like That in response to Drake and J. Cole's song First Person Shooter. And Like That is actually Future and the producer Metro Boomin's song. And Metro Boomin has a serious issue with Drake. Some people think it's just a petty thing, but it's a lot deeper than people think.
It is.
He's not
it has to be. I don't know what it is
just yet. But he did put Drake on blast for trying to block the Like That record from hitting radio, which kind of backs up what Kendrick said. Kendrick said that Drake was actually sending cease and desist to shut Like That down, and Drake lied about it and said he never sent a cease and desist, but actually he does that. He sends cease and desist behind the scenes to control things.
Yeah, so he tries to use his power, manipulate situations behind the scenes, and he'll be like, look, this is how he gonna do it. This is how he gonna play it. He got exposed for doing this on Hot 97 in New York with Funkmaster Flex. He was like, look, if you fire Funkmaster Flex, I'll come and be the DJ doing his time slot. And they pulled his card. They said, okay, cool, we're gonna fire him, come do it. And he never did it. He never was gonna follow through. He just wanted them to fire Funkmaster Flex, right? he do these type of things behind the scenes. Some people are just shouldn't have power. Some people shouldn't be blessed with power. It's super dangerous, and you do things like send cease and desist because you can't handle that pressure. He got mad at that record and tried to get it off of radio because the shit is booming. It was fire, and Kendrick went crazy. And he gets really sensitive. He's the only one who got sensitive over the Kendrick Lamar control verse. Everybody else took it as like, okay, cool. He respect me enough to mention me, and he wants friendly competition. He just wants a friendly fade. Drake took it as, why would he mention my name? Like, why? I thought we were boys. Like, he doesn't understand that, and I think that's just two different upbringings. You know, like for us, it's just competitive. When you grew up in the hood, and especially in LA, it's just competitive nature. Being competitive is just how it is in the hood. But Drake, growing up in the Jewish community, he think we're trying to like sabotage his whole life just because Kendrick called him out on one verse. But it was really a show of respect. Like, I want to get at all y'all. The top rappers, I want everybody. But he's the only one like, I didn't think that was cool, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. That's just strange.
So a lot of people in the industry don't like him. Metro Boomin especially doesn't like him. He recruited Kendrick into this feud, and Kendrick was the perfect person to go head to head with Drake.
Perfect.
Then Drake responded by dropping 2 diss tracks, one called Tailor Made and another one called Push Ups. And Drake was feeling very confident. He thought he won the battle at first, but little did he know Kendrick was recording a mixtape full of diss songs for him. Drake didn't know what was coming. First of all, Kendrick dropped the song Euphoria. And Euphoria was truly a surgical diss song. I mean,
Euphoria was so amazing, bro. It was really surgical. It was definitely one of my favorite discs of all time. The way that he approached it, the way he broke them down, the way that his angles he used on that record was just incredible, bro.
There was so much wordplay, so many double, triple, and quadruple meanings. I mean, it was just a lot to unpack, and I'm still unpacking it. He then dropped another diss record called 616 in LA, and the title of that alone had so many different layers in itself. I mean, people were breaking it down. They noticed that 616 is the day of Tupac's birthday, and we know that Drake has a huge fixation on Tupac. He even owns his most valuable possession, his ring, and he tried to use Tupac to diss Kendrick, but Tupac's estate shut it down. Also, 616 is Father's Day this year, and we all know Drake was called out for not being a good dad.
Ooh.
Also, 16 in LA is a play on Drake's timestamp songs, like his famous song 4 p.m. in Calabasas. Also, 616 is the day that Euphoria premiered, which is a show that Drake actually executive produced.
That boy,
also
surgical.
616 is the date that the O.J. Simpson trial started. O.J. was on trial for deleting his wife, Nicole Simpson, and a black glove was used at Nicole's murder scene. And interestingly enough, Kendrick used a black glove for the cover art of his diss song. And that was his way of telling Drake, I'ma murder you too. This right here is crazy. Kendrick is a different type of beast. I mean, the symbolism in that alone is super crafty.
He walked them down in all angles.
And not to mention the song 616, he was pretty much putting it on blast that Drake has all of these moles in his camp, and these people who are supposed to be close to him are extorting him and selling him out and leaking information and praying for his downfall. He also claimed that Drake bullies people and buys bots, and he was also paying money to find dirt on Kendrick specifically. So Drake was out here scheming to try to dig up what he could find. Meanwhile, Kendrick has all of these diss tracks lined up against him. I mean, he's like 10 steps ahead of Drake. This right here is a battle that Drake wasn't prepared to even fight, honestly. But he did respond with his own diss track called Family Matters, and I honestly thought this was great. Drake might not be as methodical and clever and lyrical as Kendrick is, but when he gets into his mode, he really raps his tail off.
Yeah.
And in this song, he didn't only address Kendrick. I mean, he also addressed Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky, The Weeknd, and several others he's been beefing with. But I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on what he said about Kendrick specifically, because he threw out a lot of serious accusations, okay? He said that Kendrick has been mistreating his baby mama, Whitney. This is what he said. You, the black messiah, wifing up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem.
Yeah.
On some Bobby-ish, I want to know what Whitney need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could have let the kids out of this. Don't blame me.
Go.
You a dog and you know it. You just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all your life. You trying to make peace. Now, Kendrick admitted to cheating on Whitney and not treating her the best in his last album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And if you look at Whitney's page and read her captions, you could definitely see that she's been going through it. Drake also said that one of Kendrick's kids aren't his. He claims that Whitney had an affair and had a child with Kendrick's general manager, Dave Free. Now, what's interesting is when Whitney posted this picture of her and her kids, Dave Free commented and she loved his comment. And if you notice, she follows Dave Free, but she doesn't follow Kendrick.
He never followed her.
Now, people say that she and Kendrick never have followed each other, but I don't know. I do find it interesting that she doesn't even follow her own fiance. Drake then went on to accuse Kendrick of beating up his girlfriend. He said, when you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? Your back is up against the curb. You digging for dirt, should be digging for proof. Why did you move to New York? Is it because you're living that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make her your actual wife. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls that you actually like.
So let me go ahead and say this real quick. The allegations here are horrible. Like hitting your wife, hitting your fiance, whatever the case may be, is always a terrible look. I don't respect any man that lay their hand on a woman. I think that's like super bitch made. Like I just don't understand it. I could never do that. So for me, your mind, you have to be a weirdo to put your hand on a woman knowing that she can't even defend herself when it comes to strength and you oversizing her. I mean, you'll be stronger than her, and it's not fair. It's not right. It's wrong. But Drake's allegations, him touching on minors, is a whole different ball game. Like, not every sin is equal, right? If I steal a penny and you murder somebody, which sin is worse, right? It's both a sin because I stole, but you murdered somebody. We on two different playing fields. Yes, I understand what Kendrick is doing or what he might have done allegedly. And like, I don't know, like a lot of these things are alleged, like him hitting his wife and the manager being the general manager being the baby of his kid. Like all that is like wild allegations. Even Drake's daughter thing, that's a wild allegation. I don't think that's true. The Drake having a daughter thing. I don't think the general manager is the father of one of his kids. I really don't. I think they're both false, and I think they both was reaching. All right, but I do think Drake in the allegation when it comes to him and them underage girls is true. It's just too much of a track record when it comes to Drake. It really is. Like if you look at, you know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people believe that he might be hiding another kid because of his track record. He hit his first son. Why wouldn't he hide another kid? Right? Like he tried it before, it didn't work. He got exposed by Pusha T, and Pusha T forced him to put his son out there. Other than that, yeah, who knows? He probably still behind his kid right now. So yeah, let's get into it though.
There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? They hired a crisis manager team to clean up the fact that you on your queen.
That was
the picture you painted ain't what it seemed. You're dead. This is heavy. This is very heavy. And we don't know if any of this is really true, but 10 years ago, it was rumored that Kendrick put his hands on a woman.
Mm-hmm. Media takeouts reporting that Kendrick Lamar beat a woman up in Vegas last weekend and left her badly injured in a hotel room. That incident is under investigation.
When they said you were in Vegas and you beat some guy bloody and you did something to some female, and they said they had evidence and all of this, and then I never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, because it's foolishness. And, you know, that person, whoever made that up, owes an apology. Not to me, but to women that actually go out there and get abused. You dig what I'm saying? That's a real issue. And that's
because I was like, I'm sure if that happened, they'd have been in police report. You would have been arrested.
Yeah, come on. It's like, if this was true right here, Hard Rock Casino in Vegas, extremely busy. I'm talking, that's a very popular hotel in Las Vegas. If you've never been to Las Vegas, that's right on the Strip. So it's crowded as hell, 1 million cameras, and come on, man. Ain't no way there would be no footage, especially with TMZ around. TMZ, they go find some footage, and no police report, no nothing. Come on, man. Like, we got to be smarter than this. Like, no camera, no footage, no nothing. All these witnesses. Hard Rock Casino, Hard Rock in 2014? Boy, please, come on. Bro.
That's ignorant.
Now, a lot of people don't really believe that Kendrick put his
gotta do the
hands
math
on his girlfriend Whitney, but they definitely been through some things in their relationship.
For sure. He probably
can't really
cheated.
put
He cheated.
anything past anybody.
It's not
but
right.
You can't believe things without proof either. Now, Drake's diss song Family Matters didn't even get a chance to cook because 15 minutes after Drake dropped his song, Kendrick then came up with his response called Meet the Grams.
Ooh.
And in this song, Kendrick addressed everybody in Drake's immediate family, including his alleged illegitimate daughter. And that completely crashed the internet. People were like, oh my gosh, Drake has another child that he's hiding. Because if you remember, Pusha T was the one who put it on blast that Drake was hiding his son Adonis. And now Kendrick was pulling a Pusha T move, and he was trying to expose Drake for hiding an 11-year-old daughter. However, Drake laughed this rumor off, and people believe that Drake sent somebody from his camp to send Kendrick fake information. So Drake might have trolled and baited him into thinking that he had a daughter, but it was rumored years ago that he did have an older child that he refused to claim, allegedly.
So a lady by the name of Laquana Gayson is pregnant. She says Drake is the father. Back in February, Drake sent a friend to her Instagram page to initiate the meetup. From there, she was given Drake's number, conversed a bit, flown out.
All right, Drake, I don't blame you. That girl thick as shit. Boy, I'm talking about peanut butter thick. She about, and she chocolate. Drake, I don't blame you for that one, boy. She bad as shit, boy. I like me some thick chocolate.
See him in London, and eventually I guess they did the damn thing. After their rendezvous, things seemed to be okay. However, in March, Laquana revealed to Drake that she was pregnant, and that's when she says he went ghost. On her Instagram, oh man, she went really deep.
Woo.
Text exchanges between her and Drake also posted positive pregnancy test results dated April 17th.
Now, we don't know if there's any validity to this story at all, so I'm not going to readily believe it. However, I would not be surprised if Drake had more children out there because he gets around. There's been other claims that he has a son by a woman named Sharkivia, and her son does look a lot like Drake.
Damn.
That child looks exactly like Drake. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, bro. It's pretty crazy. When I first saw it, I was just like, yeah, that's Drake, bro.
Damn.
Now, let's be real. Someone like Drake in his status, of course he's going to be doing it with a lot of women. Accidents are going to happen. And yeah, bro. Apparently there's more pictures I want to show you guys because, like, it's pretty legit. So this was the first picture. Now, as you can see in this other picture, that's Drake, bro. That's Drake. That's Drake's son. That's Drake's child, bro. And we know it's not a girl. You know what I mean? Because you're going to see the next post. Happy B-Day to my little cuz.
Damn.
And says, turn out Lil Drizzy. That's Drake, bro. Now, this is a kid who looks exactly like Drake. And this was about, what, 10, 11 years since 2014. So that lines up. Other people saying, oh, the 11-year-old line bar was a loaded, bar about the girl Bobby from Stranger Things. That was a good analysis. But if the daughter doesn't exist, maybe it's the son that exists. Maybe there's more than one. Who knows?
This is all speculation, but if it's true, this is some heavy tea. Now, I do find it interesting that Drake was quick to deny that he had an 11-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
However, when it came to the other things that Kendrick accused him of,
Talk about it, impressive.
he was silent on it.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, hold on. That right there to me, I thought that was crazy. That spoke to me vividly. I'm like, why who care about you having another kid? That happened. You can afford to have 27 kids. That's fine. I don't even care. I really don't. If you hiding 17 kids, hide them. As long as you're taking care of them and you're being there for them, you can hide them anywhere you want. In Jamaica, Hawaii, I don't give a damn. But why wouldn't you deny that the pedo allegations? Why wouldn't you allow the A minor allegations? A minor, address those. That would be addressed immediately. How do you, if you're gonna address something, don't address the kid shit. Address the minor situations. Like what? Who was in this camp? This is why I can't be a part of nobody's crew. Because I tell you the truth. Look, I'm a truth teller. Hey, Drake, fuck that, bro. We know you ain't got no other kid. We know that, right? If you do, who gives a shit? You're rich. Who cares? Buy him a school. You could buy him an island in New Zealand and send them off. Who gives a damn? That's what you do. Whatever. But can you stop touching these young girls? Can you stop texting Bobby Millie Brown? Can you stop doing these weirdo situations? Like, come on, bro. I don't understand this, man. This world is weird. It's like it's right in our faces, but we choose to ignore it. A man comes out and denies that he doesn't have a daughter, but won't deny the real allegations of you and you being with other women. It's crazy.
That silence was a little too loud for me.
I agree. Impressive. I agree.
This is what Kendrick said. He said, Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think ends like him should die.
Facts.
Him and Weinstein should get effed up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualizes them with kinks and a nympho fetish. Whew. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. Ooh. He got offenders on Hovio that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around them. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking.
Woo.
F a rap battle. He should die so all of these women can live with a purpose.
Woo.
I've been in this industry 12 years, and I'm gonna tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird stuff going on, and some of these artists be there to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside their home and calling them tender. They leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing his music, know you're playing your sister. Or better, you're selling your niece to the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams said, get you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too. It's only a matter of time.
Whew.
Woo!
Walked him down.
These are some heavy accusations, and I'm wondering if this is a dog whistle. I'm wondering if this is going to be the start of people coming forth about Drake. There has been some salacious rumors about him and how he gets down and how he has his team seek out women to bring to his compound. And this seems like something that's common for certain celebrities, but this situation could get very sticky if there are some disturbing acts going down with these women, especially if the women are too young.
Now, everything I'm about to tell you is 100% true, and this information came to me from one of the crew members on Drake's tour. This was the guy who did all the tech stuff, and he told me that Drake has an employee whose job is to go around town looking for super hot girls. He finds the girls and then he interviews them, and out of all the girls he interviews, he picks the one that he thinks is the best. Then he drives her to Drake's place. Drake has sex with her, and then he drives her home. So basically, Drake has his own private Tinder.
So he has his own personal...
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask you a question. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, though. It's like, maybe I'm thinking about it differently, right? So if I like to think for myself in these situations and come up with my own conclusion. If he has like an assistant go out and find him women while he continued to work, he's pretty much outsourcing, right? He's not doing what Diddy was doing. Diddy was sending people across the state, across the world to get girls to fly back to his house for the weekend and then flying back out. Like, he was just doing that in the city. Like, if he in New York, he gonna like try to find some girls, come party, come link up with him and his crew, and then get gone. Or maybe I'm hearing it wrong, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I really don't care. Like, that to me, you having your own Tinder is different because he can't be on the actual Tinder. Right? You would never find him. Imagine Drake being on Tinder himself. So you gotta, when you reach that status, you kind of make your own dating app. You got an assistant, send that goofy nigga around to get you some girls. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Tender. That's why Kendrick said in his lyric, they be streamlining victims all inside their home and calling them tender.
I'm assuming they of age.
Deep.
I'm sorry.
It gets deeper than this. Now, if you look at the cover art for Meet the Grams, you'll see that it includes Drake's Zolpidem pills and his Ozempic pills, allegedly. Now, Drake was accusing Rick Ross of using Ozempic, but they're saying that Drake was also on Ozempic. Also, there were receipts, including a receipt for the jewelry that Drake bought. In Drake's video for Family Matters, he was flaunting this ring around, and people thought that it was actually Kendrick Lamar's fiance, Whitney's ring, but this was a ring that Drake bought strictly for the video. Also, there were a few other items that are rumored to belong to Drake's father.
this cover art contains things that is from Drake's Pop's suitcase. So Drake's Pop's suitcase had these things in it. Don't know how he got a hold of it. Don't know how this happened to get in Kendrick's hand. But apparently Kendrick Lamar must have got a hold of Drake's dad's suitcase.
Diabolical.
So we're talking about Dennis Graham, which is Drake's pops. Wow.
So somebody in Drake's camp sent this to Kendrick. Now, some people believe that Drake purposely sent somebody to give these items to Kendrick to troll him, but I don't believe that. The cover art for this diss track actually was removed from streaming platforms, and I believe Drake had it removed because it showed his medications, and that is a violation of HIPAA. So I think Drake was really caught off guard when he realized that somebody took his father's suitcase and gave the items to Kendrick. It's really twisted, honestly, and Kendrick at this point is doing psychological warfare on Drake. I don't...
Hold on, y'all. My daughter just walked up here. Come on, come here. Jesus Christ. You can't even let me cook up for 30 minutes. What you doing? See, my daughter haven't been here this whole weekend doing this whole Drake Kendrick situation. So she gave me a picture. Want to say hi? Come say hi. Sorry.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, what you doing?
Love.
All right, go ahead. I love you. All right, give me a kiss.
What is the game?
I'm making a video.
Game.
You gonna play a game?
Yeah.
Okay, give me like 10 more minutes. We're gonna play a game, okay?
Game.
Okay, I said, can you give me 10 more minutes?
Game.
Okay, can you go downstairs? Give me 10 more minutes. Give me a kiss. I love you. All right, let me cook up. Here you go. Take this with you. I love you. All right, we gotta wake Kingston up in a second too, okay? All right, be right there, baby. All right. My bad, y'all. Let's get it.
know how Drake is holding up, but right now he's getting cooked. And Kendrick is not stopping anytime soon because he still has more in the vault. He dropped another diss song called Not Like Us, and this time he flat out called Drake a PDF. I'm not going to say the word, but y'all get the drift. He called him a predator. And not only that, he put a DJ Mustard beat to it so people can dance to.
Yeah, he was cooking. That's fire.
Gonna hook the people. So now people are dancing to Drake.
The whole LA been dancing all night.
Man, he called him the 69 God instead of the 6 God. Drake calls himself the 6 God because he's from the 6. The 6 is also known as Toronto. So he calls himself the 6 God, but Kendrick is like, no, you're the 69 God because you're into some freak nasty stuff. Y'all get into these lyrics. Kendrick said, say Drake, I hear you like them young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. To any B that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that gets your hand-me-downs. So Chubb's is one of Drake's affiliates, and apparently he's sharing some of these youngins that Drake deals with too, allegedly. He also said, and party at the party playing with his nose now. So he's accusing one of Drake's artists, Party Next Door, of being on the powder. Also, he said, and Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Now, Baca is a longtime affiliate of Drake's, and he actually was arrested for trafficking, but Drake signed him to OVO.
I remember that.
Then Kendrick said, certified lover boy, certified PDF files. I'm not going to say the word, but it's there. He also said, why you trolling like a bee? Ain't you tired trying to strike a chord?
But it's probably A minor.
So A minor is a musical chord. It's a musical key.
That shit shook.
He also said A minor. Y'all get it. That bar freaking gagged me. It gagged everybody.
That bar right there was the nail in the coffin. All right. He already beat him. I think Euphoria was enough. I feel like Meet the Grams was like beautiful. It was bad. Him talking to your whole family was just, man, that angle was incredible to me. And then he dropped a club banger. This song is about to go crazy in the West. I've been seeing videos all night of everybody in the club, everybody in the street in LA dancing to this. Like in the West, we are so happy that we got somebody here like fighting, man. It's giving it that spirit of Tupac, and that's just that warrior West Side spirit, bro. We don't back down from shit, and Kendrick is embodying that right now, man. So this is a special time, and just in hip hop and just for the West. That's why we all just sticking together, because we proud of Kendrick, bro. Because a lot of people just be scared of Drake because of his influence and his power and the moves that he can make behind the scene. Like, they scared of, like, the things that he can do. But you got a nigga like Kendrick who don't care, and he moves to his own beat of his drum, and he don't care about being popular or none of that. He don't care about what you think about him. He don't care about your perception. He gonna make the music that he want to make, and he war ready. It was just like the perfect storm for Drake. Drake should have took J. Cole, not advice, but he probably should have left. He should have exit stage left as soon as J. Cole left. There's a reason why J. Cole, because J. Cole, I can't imagine him being in this beef now, because I literally can't imagine what J. Cole would do in this type of beef, because J. Cole and Kendrick are still cool. They are cool. So I don't think it would have gotten this deep when it came to J. Cole, but with Drake and Kendrick, they definitely not cool. Obviously, they're not cool. This is. Boy, he did this nigga dirty, bro. He did him. Woo, he killing him right now.
He also said from Alondra down to Central, and you better not speak on Serena.
Mm-hmm.
So he's referring to Drake making fun of Serena's husband on his song Middle of the Ocean. And Serena is from Compton like Kendrick. So he's telling Drake, don't speak on her no more. He also said, and your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name got to be registered and placed on the neighborhood watch. Now, if you look at the cover art for Not Like Us, you can see a picture of Drake's home, and you can see all of the offender alerts on the home. So Kendrick is basically saying several people in Drake's camp, including Drake, are dealing with youngins, allegedly. Kendrick also said Drake is the colonizer of hip hop, and he used all of these Atlanta rappers to get cool points and to extend his hit making run. He also highlighted how foul Drake was for messing around with Lil Wayne's girl while he was in prison.
That's weird.
In his other song, Meet the Grams, he also said, you got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start. Kendrick obliterated Drake. I mean, I don't think there's any coming back from this.
No,
because
there's not.
Even though there's a lot of accusations out there that have to be proven, Drake has been caught up in some odd interactions with underage girls.
Exactly.
But once again, all of these accusations that have been put out here have not all been confirmed. So Drake did say if Kendrick is going to put some tea out there, he better make sure he got the paperwork or he will be suing. So we'll see how this whole thing pans out.
He better not sue.
This beef is one of the messiest beefs in hip hop, and I just pray that Drake and Kendrick don't ever run into each other, because it will be a bloodbath. These guys truly hate each other, and it does seem like there is a concerted effort to take Drake down. I do get the sense that there are some higher powers in play that is egging this on, and they're trying to egg it on to the point where it turns to violence. Meanwhile, they're covering up the stories and the cases about people, powerful people, being involved in sinister crimes. This is just one big distraction, but I hope it doesn't get any messier than this. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment,
Impressive. You did a phenomenal job. But let me go ahead and say this. Nothing's gonna come from this when it comes to like a physical fight or nothing like that. It won't happen. First off, Kendrick is not outside like that. He's with his family. He's usually not on the scene. He's not going to clubs. Drake is the one that's out there doing whatever, partying. That's what he do. He lives that early 20s lifestyle as a grown man. So that's what he do. That's what he does, right? So they're never going to cross paths. Also, Kendrick never needs to go to Toronto, ever. Drake is going to have to come back to California if he wants to make some money, like real money. All right, I'm saying, like, you can go to Kansas, you can go to all these other places, but California is one of the biggest markets, if not the biggest market in the United States. California, New York, these are places you go for the, come on, especially California. I mean, all the way from the Bay, all the way down. You can San Diego, LA, so many places you can hit up in California that's just huge. So when you pass up in California, bro, it's gonna be tough. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he's gonna have some problems when he come back. If he comes back, no matter when, he gonna have some problems. That Tupac situation really rubbed people the wrong way. I'm talking rub people the wrong way. And Tupac, I told y'all the last time, Tupac is like God out here, bro. Like, you cannot disrespect our fallen legends. Tupac, Nipsey, Kobe Bryant, you better off talking about their mama. I said that before. You better off talking about their mama than talking about Kobe Bryant, Tupac, or Nipsey, because it's going down. It's like a head up. That's like an automatic fade, like on site. So I do think he's gonna, of course, if he comes back out here, which I'm pretty sure he will, he's gonna have to hire a shit ton of security. I'm talking like Secret Services type of vibe. He gonna have to, because they're gonna be on his ass out here. So yeah, man, it is what it is. But I don't think it'll ever come down to like an actual one-on-one fight. But Drake, if I'm in this camp, he needs to drop one more record, and it should be a timestamp record. If I was him, I'll do like a 3 a.m. in Compton. You feel me? That'd be fire. 4 a.m. in Compton, right? And him just doing like 10 minutes of just going crazy, just rapping, no hooks, and him rapping. And that'd be the end of it, right? And now he could just end it there and just lay it all on the table. Because right now, Kendrick it's low key. It's not even fair how bad he's whooping this nigga ass. And now Kendrick got a song going viral right now. That Not Like Us is all over the place. All on my timeline. Everybody dancing to it. It's popping. It's going crazy online, bro. It's going viral. So if that's the last song from this back and forth, that's the wrong way to end this situation. That is the wrong way to end this, bruh. Lee said, so you have to drop one more song. But overall, man, I enjoyed this beef. I enjoyed this back and forth. But I feel like it should be coming to an end soon. Like I said, Drake should drop one more song. Kendrick don't need to know. He should just walk away from this. I hope Kendrick don't drop anymore, because I'm starting to feel bad for Drake. Because I feel like he still haven't recovered from Meet the Grams yet. Like, Meet the Grams was too powerful, bro. And then he dropped Not Like Us, which is a club banger. So now they playing it all over the place. Oh man, Drake he got it rough right now. Anyway, like button, sub button. I'm gonna see you boys soon. Gangsta, Majesty, hey.